Hello you lovely crafty people and welcome to the Sweet November Stamps Love Notes YouTube hop. I'm Amy from Crafty Purple Frog and I'm going to be showing you today something a little bit different. I've decided to try and use some embroidery techniques in with my stamping, and I'm using the lovely little boy here from Kitty Cuddles Sully stamp set, which is just one of the new stamps that's out this weekend from Sweet November Stamps. This YouTube hop, if you hop along following everybody in the hop, which you can get the whole link in my description below for everybody that's involved. It's a load of the people from the Sweet November Stamps design team and also from the Crafty Purple Frog design team. If you like, subscribe and comment to the YouTube channels, you're in with a chance to win the entire Sweet November Stamps Love Notes release that's coming out this weekend. That's all of the stamps and the amazing mixes of sequins that they have released as well. So I'm just going to speed colour through this bit because my real focus for this video is going to be on the actual embroidery side of it that I'm going to do to make his hair in this video. This Kitty Cuddles stamp set is really cute. I really like it. You've also got a little girl in the set with a cat and various different bits and pieces that the cats like to play with, like a little mouse and some wool and also a little food bowl for the cats as well, and some brilliant sentiments, one of which I'll be using. But you can also get I hope you're in every one of my 9 lives, you're the perfect friend, I love Mew, and forever in my heart. I just think they're really cute, and I do love a punny sentiment, so this set is brilliant for me. Plus I'm a cat person. What are you a cat person or a dog person? Let me know in the comments. But also, if you are a dog person, they've also got a really cute dog set as well that's out this again for this release, so nobody is left out. So I'm just colouring in his jeans, giving them a little bit of colour. I like to use 3 colour mixes for my colour combinations, and I'm using Copic colouring pens here, which you can find all the ones that I've used again will be listed down in the description bar for you below. You'll also find links there to where you can buy all of these products. You can get the new release from my Crafty Purple Frog shop here in the UK, and obviously you can also get them direct from Sweet November Stamps if you're over the other side of the pond in the US. So my colouring's almost complete now. Just finishing off with his little boots here. I wanted to make them look a little bit like Ugg boots. You can decide how well I did with that, but I thought I'd give it that sort of look as it's been cold here. I don't know what it's been like where you are. Just feel that snuggly feeling with those Ugg boots. Now it's time for me to start with the embroidery. So I've put down a bit of foam underneath my image because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a needle now. And we're going to be putting threads through the cardstock itself. So I've got this embroidery floss from Spiin, and I'm just taking 3 of the sort of browny, blondie brown colours. I'm going to be taking strands from each of these colours. So each thread I'm cutting to the same length so that when I put them through I'll finish it all at the same time. And each one of these different threads, or skins I believe they're called, actually has 6 individual threads to it. So you can see here there's different threads within that one thread, and I'm literally just separating off one of those 6. So I'm taking one out from each of those colours, and then I'm going to thread all 3 of them together to give it a bit of a mix, just so that it sort of changes it up and gives it a bit more depth and dimension to his hair. As you can see here, I'm just putting all 3 of these little threads together. And then also in the kit, as well as those needles which come with these threads, by the way, you get this little needle threader. So it's quite easy. You just put it through the eye of the needle, put your thread through the threader, and then pull it back through, and that threads your needle for you. So now I'm just going to start following the lines of the hair that are already in the design. So I'm literally putting the needle through one side, pulling the thread through, making sure it doesn't get all knotted up, keeping it relatively tight, and then I'm just going to use some sellotape to stick it down. The great thing about the sellotape is, as well as the fact that it obviously just holds the threads in place and saves you having to do any knots or anything like that, it keeps the card a little bit stronger as well. So if I was to do this again, what I'd do is I would use slightly thicker card, or I would also put the sellotape across the back of the card just so that it holds it all together a bit more. I mean, this works, don't get me wrong, but I think it could be stronger, because obviously all those holes punched through the card that I've used do just weaken it slightly, but I still like the effect that I get at the end. So I'm just literally following through here, and some of them I'm going back down the same hole that I came out of, and I'm just following along with all of those amazing artist drawn lines that are already in place for me, and just following through. So I will leave you here watching this, and so here I'm using this effect for hair, but I'm also thinking how much fun this could be doing it for some critters as well, to do some fur. I think that would be really fun, and maybe even just to do some little designs on dresses, like doing some little flowers or roses or something, to just, you know, add that little bit of texture, because I'm loving the feel of this and the fact that it just gives it that little bit of something else for your cards. I haven't seen anybody else using this sort of technique for stamping and card making, so if you have, let me know, and let me know if you would like to use it, or you think it's something that you might be interested in doing as well. I will leave you now to just watch through the rest of my little speed up of me doing this and adding the threads. Here I've just finished off one set of threads, so I've just made another little collection for to carry it on. As you can see, each time I get to the end of the set of thread, I am literally just using again some more standard sellotape just to stick those ends down. So when I finish one lot of threads, I'm using it to stick the ends down, and when I start a new lot, I'm also using it to stick down the bit at the start so that it all stays in place. So here he is all finished off, or his hair finished off. I'm now just going to fussy cut around him so that I can then add him to my card. Again, if you've enjoyed this make, it would be great if you could comment down below for me and like this video. And also remember, if you do like this video, you can follow along with the rest of the hop as well. Comment, subscribe and like on each of the videos, and you can be in with a chance to win this cute little guy and the entire rest of the Sweet November Stamps Love Notes release. There's also a second chance to win going on at the moment over this weekend, and that's on the Instagram pages. So if you go over there, there's an Instagram hop as well. Thank you very, very much for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed this make and that you are inspired to have a go as well at doing some embroidery on your cards. Thank you very much and have a lovely weekend.